Hi, my name's Claire Edmondson. I'm just delivering this short video for you today about how to minimise meltdowns in education. I'm really lucky in my career that I've worked in various different challenging settings, including mental health settings, mainstream secondaries, pupil referral units, and also an autistic setting. So I'm just going to share with you a few tips to help support our young people in education. A child or young person has a meltdown in education. Often the focus, very much so, is on the behaviour of the child and what happened during that incident and what it's communicating. But I think what we can do as practitioners is also look at ourselves, think about what our voice was doing in that crisis. What was our body language doing? What words were we saying? Did we create an escalation? Sometimes it takes that reflection to realise that we may have had our arms crossed. Maybe we smiled at the wrong moment. Maybe we raised an eyebrow. Maybe we were in the personal space of that child or young person during that crisis. The more that we reflect on those things, the more that we can change them, and the more that we will minimise those meltdowns. Self-reflection is key. I remember when I first worked with early years children, and I ridiculously asked them to get into a circle. As you can imagine, chaos ensued. The reason chaos ensued is that those early years children may know what a circle looks like on the page, but they won't know what that circle looks in the real 3D world. What that means is our verbal communication with our children and young people is absolutely key. If we're saying to our children and young people what we want to happen and not what we don't want to happen, the communication is much easier to understand. For example, if I want someone to stop running, rather than saying stop running, I very simply say walking, thank you. It's those really simple touches that can help bridge that gap of communication and make sure the child or young person knows exactly what we want, and then we'll bring less from them. That verbal communication, that is something that will definitely help minimise meltdowns. So the next time a child or young person has a meltdown in your setting, think about those two things. What is our body language communicating? What are our words saying? And how can we evaluate those things, adapt what we're doing, and try and make sure that it doesn't happen next time? With that short debrief, that short evaluation, I think we can make a real difference. Thanks for listening to this short instructional video. Some really practical tips there to help you in the classroom. We really look forward to seeing you at the Challenging Education Conference on the 1st of May, and I'll be delivering this session as a workshop in more depth. Thanks.